Hey loves, it's Donnie here. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys all about 5 ways that you can make money as a small influencer that goes beyond just posting. So these are 5 creative ways that you can use to make more money online as an influencer, as a small influencer. If you're a bigger influencer, there's probably a lot more options that you have. In my mind, when I think of a big influencer, I'm thinking at least 100K. Okay, so I even consider myself a small influencer. To some people, I'll show you a screenshot of my page and what my number is right now, but it's like 25K. So to some people, that's a big deal. But to me, in the grand scheme of things, I am a small influencer because there are influencers with 100,000, 500K, a million, 10 million, and we can go on. So I don't consider myself, you know, the biggest influencer just yet. So if you are smaller, even if you have 2,000, 3,000, whatever, these are some ways that you can make extra money, you know, because a lot of times you can't charge as much when you are a smaller influencer for just like, you know, you can't charge as much for one post or whatever as much as a big influencer would, you know, so you have to think of more ways to generate some income. So these are some creative things that you can do to supplement and to make a little extra money on the side, okay? These are things that I've either done myself or that I have friends that do these things, because I have a number of friends that do this full time and they have a fraction of the followers that I have. These are proven and they definitely work, all right? So number 1, you can share links on your story to promote other businesses. So what I mean by that is oftentimes I'll do a bundle with brands where I'll like do a post and I'll share on the story. But one thing that you can do that you'll probably get more often, especially if you have the swipe up feature, I think it's still where you have to have 10,000 followers to have the swipe up feature. But if you have that, and if you don't, you know, work hard so you can get there. But if you have that and you are consistent with your posts and all, you can charge brands to, you know, promote their thing and do a swipe up link. That is very valuable. That's so much more valuable than saying go to the link in my bio, because that's like a few extra steps that people have to do, whereas if you just show them the picture and all they have to do is swipe up, they're more inclined to do that. So you can actually go to brands and say, hey, I charge $25, $30, whatever you want to charge, as long as it's reasonable and it makes sense. You can say, hey, I'll charge you to do that. And you can even say, I'll do it for 3 days in a row or every other day for a week or whatever, and then you pay this amount and I'll promote it to my followers. They will probably go for it if you have that swipe up feature, because it's very valuable, like I said, and it makes sense for the brand. With that, they can do more things. They don't necessarily have to send you the product. They can send you a cool video. They can do, you can do even like a screen, like say it's an app, you can do a screen recording of yourself downloading the app. There's so many different things that you can do that make it flexible for both of you to create some really quality content that people will actually enjoy and go check out. So that's one thing you should actually consider offering. It's a good idea. Number 2 is offering extra videos and photos. So like say a brand comes to you and they're like, hey, can you promote this item and do a post about it? Even if they don't come to you and say, hey, can you promote this item and do a post about it, oftentimes brands need content that they can use outside of the posts that you've given them, because as a brand you just need content that you can post on your page and promote yourself, even posts that you can promote through ads. So they need extra content, okay? That's the bottom line. So you are going to be the person that offers that content to them. So what you do is you say, hey, I only recommend this if you take really nice photos. If you take kind of okay photos, if you would not pay for the photo yourself, like the photo that you've taken, if you wouldn't pay for it yourself, then do not offer this. But if you would and you take really nice photos, then you can just say, hey, I'll provide you with X amount of photos of me using the product, of me wearing the product, whatever, and then you're more than likely to get them to pay for that. And you can, you know, do this as a package all the time. So even if the person doesn't, it's like say you have 3,000 followers and your pictures are really nice, but you don't really have, you know, the following to get that person any kind of sales or whatever, then you can offer this because you have nice photos, and then they can use those to promote and all that stuff. So that's always a good way to go. Same thing with video. If you have really nice video, if you are a YouTuber and say your following is small, but you have really nice, you do nice video and nice editing, these brands need video of people using their products, you know, so that they can use that for ads or, you know, their social media, whatever. So you can offer the same thing. Number 3. This goes with number 2, but it's like slightly different, is just offering product shots. If you are good at taking pictures and you like doing flat lays or up close pictures of the products or whatever, you can offer this to brands on the side. You can say, hey, if you send me your product, I will shoot that and I'll do, you know, give you 10 shots or whatever, and you'll set it up and make a nice environment that goes along with their branding, whatever. If it's a lifestyle product, you'll shoot the product, you know, in a lifestyle setting, whatever, and then they can have those pictures. So that's very, very important for brands, like I previously mentioned, because, you know, they need products. So that this way you don't even have to be in the picture necessarily, but you can take pictures of the product for the brand. So that's always a really good one. With my makeup line, I would love that if somebody wanted to do that. So number 4. If you are a person that gets a lot of messages, DMs, questions about a certain topic. So for me, something I get questions about a lot is my makeup, how I do it, you know, all that. So people always ask, because I know my hair is like covering my face today a lot, but anyways, people always ask about that. Another thing people always ask about is how I make money as an influencer. So if I wanted to, I could take all this information, package it up, and sell you the video, or I could write an ebook, sell you that ebook. I could sell you my templates that I use for pitching, and sell you my templates that I use for, I don't know, a number of things. I have templates for a lot of things actually, but I could sell you those templates so that you have a guide as to how to do that instead of me giving away the information for free. 9 times out of 10, if you have at least 10 people asking you how to do a thing, 2 of them will probably buy that from you. They're willing to buy it. So if you sat there and actually promoted that and you said, hey, I know a lot of you already have this question, because even if 10 people are asking you that question, that means probably way more have that question and they're not even asking you, they're afraid to ask. So if you said, hey, I have, you know, this thing that I'm selling, teaching you how to do that, then people will buy it. That's all. Like, it's passive income. You just create it once, and then all you have to do after that is promote it, and people will buy it. So that's a great way to make extra money. And then the last thing, number 5, is to host events. So I don't mean in the sense of like how Amber Rose hosts events at the club. I mean you partner with a brand and you say, hey, I can bring in this. Okay, and this is another reason, side note, this is why you should actually be really involved in your community of bloggers and local, you know, businesses and all of that. Try to be well known in your community and in your city as a small influencer, because it's going to benefit you so much more and you'll probably get more opportunities. But people that I am cool with, they have done this before, where you host an event, you partner with a brand, and say they are looking for more exposure, whatever. They want to get more people to, you know, come check out their business. They will partner with different influencers in the area. Like, they'll pick one, and then they'll say, hey, can you invite all your other influencer friends, and we'll do an event. And then they pay them for, you know, coordinating that. So all you're coordinating is that the time, the date, what you guys are gonna do at the event, and they'll help you coordinate what you're gonna do. And then you just, you know, try to get as many of your friends / influencers to come as possible. And that's that. So it's very simple, very easy, and it's not like, it's not the easiest thing if you don't have at least, I would say at least 10,000 followers. You need to have at least 10,000 for that. And if you have a smaller amount, like say you have 5,000, like I said, you need to have the rank, like you need to have a roster of a strong group of influencers that you can bring into this event. You know, so that's definitely something you can do if you're good at networking and you've already built relationships with people locally in your city. Then you can do that and partner with these brands, because that's what they're wanting. They're looking for as much exposure as possible for the least amount of money. So if they are only having to pay you, and then, because influencers like to go to events anyway, like duh. So if they're only having to pay you to bring all these influencers out, then that's like a win-win. So definitely think about doing that if you are somebody that is into that kind of thing. I hope that one of these tips helped you. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe. Okay, in the comments below, let me know which tip was your favorite and what videos you want to see from me next, and I will get those out for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and subscribe on here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.